Mimi hata nikiitwa Senate mara 500. Iko siku naweza enda na iko siku siendi.
The Senate Labour Committee has issued a warrant of arrest for Isiolo Governor Abdi Hassan Guyo for his refusal to honor the committee's summons. The committee, chaired by West Pokot Senator Julius Murgor, resolved that the first-time governor's actions demonstrates high level of notoriety and disdain for the Senate as an oversight institution of devolved units. The issue was forwarded by Isiolo Senator Fatuma Dulo, who sought to know answers on the recruitment and deployment status in the devolved unit. The committee chair ruled, quote-unquote, as a committee, we have resolved that the governor should pay 500,000 shilling fine from his pocket and he should be arrested and brought before the committee, end of quote. The warrant of arrest comes amidst incessant summons issued by various Senate committees including the Senate Health Committee, Senate Committee on Finance and Budget, and Senate County Public Accounts Committee CPAC. Guyo has also been on record declaring he would only attend Senate summons as and when he wishes, even if summoned 500 times, he said in an amateur viral video footage.
Mimi hata nikiitwa Senate mara 500. Iko siku naweza enda na iko siku siendi.
This defiant stance followed a series of missed summons by the Senate County Public Accounts Committee, which saw a fine of 500,000 shillings imposed on him. The committee, led by Senator Moses Kajwang, traveled to Isiolo to question Governor Guyo about audit queries, only to find the county assembly and its officials absent. Kajwang warned that they might pursue more severe measures, such as halting funds to the county or recommending its dissolution if Guyo continues to snub the summons. The Health Committee had already indicted the governor and ordered the Inspector General of Police to arrest him and cause him to appear before the committee. A notice motion has been filed before the Senate to discuss the conduct of the county boss with threats to halt the resources allocated to them. The House Committee invoked the powers granted to it by the Constitution under Article 125, granting it powers of the High Court to order the arrest of the governor, who has severally snubbed their invites and summons. The warrant will be prepared by the clerk of the Senate and signed by Senator Murgor in his capacity as the chair. It will then be presented to the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, and the Director of Public Prosecutions, Renzo Ningonga, for action being presented to the committee to answer the audit queries and, if necessary, dragged to court to face criminal charges. The Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, Section 19 states, quote-unquote, where a witness summoned does not appear or appears but fails to satisfy the relevant House of Parliament or committee, the relevant House or committee may impose upon the witness such fine not exceeding 500,000 shillings or jail for a term not exceeding 6 months or both jail and fine, end of quote. Mombasa Senator Mohamed Faki echoed that the notoriety of Governor Guyo is a show of disdain on Senate as an oversight institution of devolved units and cannot be tolerated. Faki said, quote-unquote, I believe a warrant of arrest would be the best remedy for now. Let the pressure be on the Inspector General to bring him before the committee, end of quote. Nominated Senator Gloria Oroba expressed that Senator Guyo's failure to appear before the Senate was a clear sign that his constituents were receiving a raw deal in development. Oroba remarked, quote-unquote, if we are unable to get him as committee, then his people haven't probably seen him for years. He should be arrested and produced here in the interest of devolution. This is a repeat offender we have all witnessed and actually talked to Senator Dulo on the matter. We should not be at all lenient. We should just issue a warrant, end of quote. On his part, Embu Senator Alex Mudige said that this arrest will give them mileage to support devolution and the grassroots people. Even if he has been summoned by other committees, he will learn to respect them. Guyo is not new to controversies and snubbing summons by various Senate committees in the past. On September 19, 2024, Guyo summoned for the second time by the Senate Finance and Budget Committee to address pressing questions concerning pending bills from the financial years 2013-2014 to 2022-2023. Guyo was also required to clarify on the expenditure of funds and the use of emergency relief funds in Isiolo County. This was the second time for Guyo to be required to appear before the Finance and Budget Committee of the Senate after he failed to honor a previous summon received on August 1, 2024. Instead, the Isiolo governor, who previously served as Kayole member of County Assembly in Nairobi County before his election to his current position, sent a letter requesting a rescheduling of his appearance, a move that senators criticized as casual. Isiolo senators demanded that the governor also account for the funds allocated for emergency relief in the fiscal years 2022-2023 and 2023-2024. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Finance Budget, Ali Roba of Mandera County, retorted, quote-unquote, "You cannot respond to someone with a letter." Roba expressed disappointment with Governor Guyo's failure to comply with the Senate summon. Committee Senator Boni Khalwale remarked, quote-unquote, "You cannot use the excuse of an informal meeting to avoid a summon by a constitutional body." Mombasa Senator Faki further criticized Governor Guyo's repeated failure to respond to Senate summons, stressing that the Senate must be firm to ensure devolution works as intended by the Constitution. In July this year, Guyo, cold-shouldered summons by the Senate Health Committee, was engaged with Senator Jackson Mandago to explain the operational state and mismanagement of the Isiolo County Referral Hospital mortuary, but failed to show up. Dulo, in a statement read on the floor of the House, had sought answers regarding the operations and management of the county morgue. Instead, Guyo, through the County Secretary Daddy Boru, sent written responses explaining the condition of the mortuary. Mandago said while issuing the summon, quote-unquote, "I direct that the governor appears on Tuesday because the matter we want to discuss is for county government to act on the morgue," end of quote. Dulo, who had showed up for the meeting, hated Governor Guyo-led administration for running down healthcare facilities, saying that nothing is happening in the county on matters of health. According to Dulo, the county lacks functional ambulances and that does not remit statutory reductions to the National Hospital and Insurance Fund for employee coverage. Dulo said, quote-unquote, "From the statement, you can see the matters are weighty, but the county seems not serious. I want this committee to help the people of Isiolo because nothing is happening. Pregnant women have been forced to walk for several kilometers because sub-county hospitals are not functional." End of quote.